Okay, last part of innovation operating system is people. It takes a team to turn ideas into reality. The old way of people management is just dead. The new way is you got to engage everybody by giving them a role that's meaningful. So it's about people. We've talked structure, process, and now people. Now there's three critical roles. The project leader, and they're the heart of the project. The management coach and the process coach. Now you can also have a formal or informal team that support the project leader. And they can be a valuable asset, but they're not critical to have. Project leader. They're the hub of the wheel. They have full responsibility for the mission and no authority over departments. That's right. Full responsibility and no authority. This is modeled on the classic Procter & Gamble brand manager and the Toyota chief engineer role. They manage all of the trade-offs between all of the various departments. They're the entrepreneur, the general manager, the person who's making it come together. They're responsible for bridging departments in an organization, but with no authority. Each of these departments is there. Now, if you're an entrepreneur on your own, you've got the same kind of thing. You've got a bunch of different vendors or partners you're working with. It's the same thing. It may not be formally a structure, but you're going to have the same thing. Now people say to me, they say, responsibility with no authority. Are you kidding? I'm going to be killed. I mean, these departments aren't going to help me. What do I have to protect me? Well, in fact, you have four tools. First you have is mission. The mission. What is important, especially within an organization that the leadership has decided this is very important. The second thing you have is the math associated with it. Third is a mindset of rapid learning. And lastly, a management coach who helps you with the process. See, the mission is very important to the customer, to the organization, and to the project leader. The math takes it from randomness to quantitative research from customers as to what they're saying. Sales and cost forecasting provide discipline and numbers associated with it. The mindset helps us test, learn, pivot on objections really fast. And simultaneous engineering of the business model, trading off the different components, where we're not wedded to one department or one area, we're wedded more to the mission. Management coach. They have a real understanding of the organization's big picture. Their job is to be honest and helpful. Honest and helpful with vertical alignment with the leadership and horizontal department alignment. We want the management coach running the interference so the project leader spends most of their time on just making the idea really, really awesome. The management coach adapts the checklist to prevent rework and wasted work. They take the official checklist milestone and adapts based on the blue card, and in the plan then sets what success looks like. So we've taken the checklist that said we needed to do X. The blue card says, in this case, there's something different. The management coach helps us adapt it so that the project leader knows what their job is to be done. Importantly, the management coach is on the plane. They're fully engaged and 100% on board. They're not a remote mentor flying a drone from the ground. They're an active project co-pilot. We all go down together, being brutally honest. Process coach, job, this is oftentimes the innovation engineering black belt, coaches and supports both the management coach and the project leader, provides an independent voice and hands-on expertise to help make things work. Hands-on help. We do it through watch one, do one, teach one. They learn the process to make this happen. They're world-class expert at everything. They're an expert because they can admit without an apology that they don't know, they need help, and they fail a lot. And they quickly and frequently are willing to ask for help. And there's a community that can support them. They're willing to open up and go do it for help. The process coach is on the plane too. They're not a remote coach. They're an active project navigator. Another way to think about it is, as a project team, it's like a race team. You got the project leader, the driver, responsible for driving the car to victory. Hands on the wheel, makes the frontline decisions. Management coach is the car owner, responsible for helping the driver have what is needed in order to win. And the crew chief guides all hands-on activities, understands the car design, how to drive it, plus the owner's vision and constraints. Every project that goes into the pipeline will have a blue card, a project leader, a process coach, and a management coach. Now at the front, they're oftentimes volunteers, and we do this to ensure passion. They do it in addition to their regular job, working as fast and cheap as possible. If somebody says, I don't have the time for doing it, we know the idea is probably not worth working on. When we go into develop, we get dedicated staffing. Ideal is a project leader having only 1 or 2 projects. Still doing it as fast and cheap, but we're now investing real money. Now, the ideal is that the same team that started Define and Discover takes the idea all the way to market. Second best is that we get some new volunteers that want to help with staffing the project. And the worst is what I call pass and pray. A new record. After 6 months' work, a company in Chicago handed off an idea. 6 months' work the front-end team had spent. They handed it off to the department, and the idea was killed in 48 hours. That's frustrating. So project leader is the most fun job, management coach is the toughest job, and black belt is the most rewarding job. We'll come back to these in more depth near the end of this course. The specialized training for each one of them so to help them in the process.